Expressions that come from baseball. Note: in American English, even people that don't like baseball or don't know anything about the sport of baseball will still know the meaning of all these baseball expressions, as these baseball expressions are so common in American English. Baseball is recognized as America's national pastime, so it's no surprise that many common expressions have their origins in this beloved sport. But before diving into those expressions, let's briefly go over how the game is played. In baseball, each team fields 9 players. The pitcher from one team throws the ball to a batter on the opposing team. The batter tries to hit the ball. If he misses, it's called a strike. After 3 strikes, the batter loses his turn and is declared out. Additionally, the batter is out if an opposing player catches the ball he hits while it's still in the air. However, if the batter hits the ball and it isn't caught, he attempts to run to one or more of the 4 bases on the field. If he manages to hit the ball over the fence or out of the park, it's called a home run. Here are some common expressions derived from baseball. On the ball. This describes someone who is sharp and efficient at their job. Throw a curveball. This refers to someone doing something unexpected. Step up to the plate. This means being ready and willing to take on a task. Pinch hitter. This is someone who substitutes for another person in a task or activity. Strike out or go down swinging. This means attempting something but failing. 3 strikes and you're out. This is used to indicate that someone has had multiple chances but failed. Hit a home run or hit it out of the park. This means performing exceptionally well. Right off the bat. This means doing something immediately without hesitation. Batting 1000. This means being extremely successful and effective. Touch base. This means to communicate with someone briefly. Touch all the bases. This means to cover all aspects of a task. Cover my bases. This means being thoroughly prepared. Way off base. This means being completely wrong or mistaken. Out in left field. This describes someone with unusual or unconventional ideas. Ballpark figure or ballpark estimate. This refers to an approximate calculation. In the ballpark. This means being close to the correct amount or idea. Not in the same ballpark. This means having vastly different opinions or ideas. A whole new ball game. This means a situation has changed completely. Meanings and sample sentences. On the ball. Intelligent and able to do a good job. Sarah is really on the ball with this project. She's ahead of schedule and everything is perfect. The new manager is on the ball. She identified the issues and fixed them right away. Throw a curveball. Doing something unexpected. The CEO threw a curveball when he announced his resignation. The weather threw a curveball at us with an unexpected snowstorm in April. Step up to the plate. Ready to do one's job. John stepped up to the plate and took charge of the meeting. When the team needed help, Mary stepped up to the plate and offered her assistance. Pinch hitter. Someone who takes the place of another. When the lead actor fell ill, his understudy was the pinch hitter for the role. During the busy season, we hired a temp as a pinch hitter to manage the extra workload. Strike out or go down swinging. Attempted something but failed. I really tried to get that promotion, but I struck out. Even though he went down swinging, he didn't win the contest. 3 strikes and you're out. Multiple chances given but failed. After missing 3 deadlines, his boss told him it was 3 strikes and he's out. With 3 strikes and you're out, the policy was strict but fair. Hit a home run or hit it out of the park. Doing something extremely well. The marketing team hit a home run with their latest campaign. Her presentation was so good, she really hit it out of the park. Right off the bat. Doing something immediately. He answered the question right off the bat without hesitation. Right off the bat, she knew the answer to the puzzle. Batting 1,000. Being extremely successful. This quarter, the sales team is batting 1,000. With every project she's taken on, she's been batting 1,000. Touch base. Communicate briefly. Let's touch base next week to finalize the details. I need to touch base with my supervisor before I make a decision. Touch all the bases, covering all aspects. The proposal touched all the bases, ensuring no detail was overlooked. In his report, he touched all the bases regarding the new policy. Cover my bases. Being well prepared. I reviewed all the data twice to make sure I covered my bases. She covered her bases by bringing extra copies of the documents. Way off base. Being completely wrong. His assumptions about the project were way off base. That estimate is way off base, we need to redo the calculations. Out in left field. Having unconventional ideas. His suggestion was out in left field and not practical for the project. Sometimes her ideas seem out in left field, but they can be innovative. Ballpark figure or ballpark estimate, an approximate calculation. Can you give me a ballpark figure for the renovation costs? The contractor provided a ballpark estimate for the project. In the ballpark. Close to the correct amount or idea. Your offer is in the ballpark of what we're looking for. The valuation was in the ballpark of our expectations. Not in the same ballpark, having vastly different opinions. Our budget proposals are not in the same ballpark, we need to discuss more. Their goals are not in the same ballpark as ours. A whole new ballgame. A situation has changed completely. After the merger, it was a whole new ballgame for the company. Moving to a new city is a whole new ballgame for me. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and comment below.